Today is Tuesday, the 1st of June, 2021, and the meeting is at Moss Vale in New South Wales, Australia, and with great love and respect, we are being asked to receive messages today. No questions, just messages, so we're calling upon Cosmic Sai Baba to make his presence and to introduce Andromeda Vow, and I think Alcheringa as well. However, I just hand myself over and allow the messages to take place. So thank you. Oh, I am Cosmic Sai Baba, and I am very pleased to be here. I will not have much to say today because Andromeda Vow has a message, and Alcheringa also. They are androgynous, they are twin souls, and I would like people to know and understand that. So, with great love, I will hand you over to Andromeda Vow. Thank you. Ooh. I am Andromeda Vow, and I am very pleased to be here. We have connected beautifully today. It is a very cold day today and a cold night, but the warmth of love and compassion is always with us. So it is my great duty and appreciation that I am given this opportunity to talk. For the earth is still in a time of change, and much is happening with not just the earth itself, but every living thing upon it. And of course, everything has consciousness, so that includes the rocks, the earth, everything that you can see, and there is no limit. The earth is in a transition, and it is coming into alignment with the core of suns that actually take you back to the world of light, which is of creation, the source of all creation. The blessings that come for that is from that source. It has been out of alignment for quite some time now, since Atlantis fell, and that is a story that has been told, and I will not elaborate on that now, but it dropped the atmosphere and the dimension, shall I say, or the world that existed then, and it dropped into a lower dimension in that the measurement and frequency and vibration was a lot slower, and so it caused division, separation, if you like, and this is what we have been climbing out. And when I say we, I, working through Valerie, have been earthing the new energy and helping it to raise above, step by step, back to the source, or to the golden age, as it was before. And there is more to come about that also, because the earth was very different in the time of Atlantis and Lemuria also. It was a time of great evolvement upon the planet over something like 300,000 years of your time. But I hasten not to talk about time so much, because from the star worlds, the measurement of time is very different from what it is measured here on your planet Earth. But that is not a judgment, it is just the way it is done here on this Earth. However, it was a long time, and there were many races that were coming and going from your Earth, very interested in its evolvement and the way it was, its beauty, its way of living. If you took into the way the Lemurians actually lived with great care and love, and also connection to everything upon the earth, so that there was no separation, so it held all together. It was a period that was good. And the star people that come from different planets, and they actually helped to introduce technology that had not yet taken on in your planet. The human race was evolving, but it needed to raise more to what it is now. But there is still opportunity to learn and know and understand a lot more, not just in the technology of the advanced star people, or I should say, and the actual operation of the planet and how it works, how it interrelates with the solar system that exists within your rotation of planets around the sun. All this is coming into understanding now. Your science, if I may be so bold to say, will understand a lot more when they accept that star people have been coming and going and helping and assisting with the evolvement, not only of the planet itself and its alignment, but also with the people upon it. And I speak of the human race. There have been many, many races evolved, or it would seem that they were, but they all interrelated, and I'm talking about the Homo sapiens. There is a lot of work, but there has been also genetic engineering for the good of the development of the Homo sapiens, of the humans. So I think from there on, I would like to reassure that there has always been love and concern, and we so wish and pray that the human race can be free of fear of understanding and knowing of the star people's existence, because we are actually related, so we are like family, and we would like that bond to be shown and known more, so that there would be a broader understanding of everything that has happened upon your Earth planet. So with that, I would like to hand over to my other half, if you like. This way of expressing it, it's because I am a female body, even though I am a star person, there is still separation, but I can assure you there is love and respect and an understanding of the differences between male and female, different roles, different way of thinking, but all complementary and needed to be listened to also from both sides, so the consensus can always reign upon your planet. So, as I said, I'd like to hand over now to Alcheringa. He's known as the name that has been upon your earth in assisting and working as an ancient ancestor with the indigenous people, and they have always worked with the Lemurian age that has been a lot longer than 300,000 years, I can assure you. So, with love and respect, I hand over to Alcheringa, who is known by other names, of course, but it is the energy that is important, and the feeling. This is what all beings upon the earth who are feeling people, sentient people, that will know and understand intuitively if they are happy with someone, or if they feel a bit awkward or not sure about them. So with love, I leave. I am Alcheringa, and I am very pleased to be here. As Val has said, I am the male aspect of her being. All beings from the source manifest into androgynous beings. It is often thought of as the source, and it is the mother, father, God, both together, but separate, still together. So think about that, please. Think about that and your relationships with male and female. I'm not pointing a finger at anyone in particular. I am just asking you to recognize that you are not totally who you are from the source, if that makes sense. You can easily connect to who you really are in the source. And that could be explained in many ways. It is consciousness. And so understand that and recognize there is an energy that is male-like and there is an energy that is female-like. Now, we're not talking about the way babies are created here upon this planet, although there's nothing wrong with that. It is also the strength and the holding of a vision and one mind to create. It's considered more male. And the female, of course, is the opposite. She brings in and encompasses with love and nourishment and caring. And so the two go together. They should never be separated or dominated in any way. They need to be recognized as differences, yes, but necessary for birth. The females, of course, on your planet are the mothers, and they have needed this energy for caring and loving and nurturing. For the little ones that are born, the new little babies need care until they're old enough to take care of themselves. And then as parents, of course, it is sometimes hard to let go, but you need to let the children make their mistakes and learn and understand from their era of ways to help them develop and their character and their independence and their confidence. All these things are necessary for a human to be able to live upon your earth and create, because you are all creators. And you need to think carefully about what you think, because what you think, you create. You are all electromagnetic energy people, and that field will manifest for you the very thing that you think. So be aware of what you think and take care. It's habit really, but it's also a knowing that the brain is not the only consciousness that exists within you, but rather it has always been connected to your soul consciousness, which is, as I have said, a consciousness. And so the two, brain and soul consciousness, go together. But you need to put your brain to sleep and listen to your heart and your intuition, which is your inside teaching. It is coming from your soul consciousness. It is directly connected to the source, the creator, God, if you like. And I say God with some reserve, because there have been many things that have been done in the name of God, which has got nothing to do with God at all. Please hear that. God does not judge. God's source is a force field. It is one of love, and it is one of creation. It gives. Please hear that. and you here on earth can give, with no thinking about what you get in return. There is always an overseeing aspect to you, which some have described as an angelic force, and we could call it that, or we could call it a force of whatever you can relate to as a force that is for good, to take care of you, to monitor what you are doing, so you are never ever alone. Behold, because you have free will, there is a need to remember that there is a universal law that no one is to interfere with another or force them into a slavery of some sort. You need to think about that also. And any form that you are not happy with, you can ask for advice from the source, from your God self, because this is where you have come from and this is where you have been blessed. There has been a story that has been held, I would say, by all the tribes in Australia, who are the oldest living race upon this earth. They are the first people. And there are other indigenous people that hold on to the stories also, that connect to the story from the Pleiades and the seven sisters. That was a time when the hierarchy organized for you to be blessed, to raise in consciousness and physical changes to happen within you, and you were given an understanding of love and a soul, which actually is eternal. So you have this eternal self within you, walking with you every day. And some might find that hard to think or believe or even understand. But there is much that is written in many different ways that you can help and understand. It is to do with consciousness, and consciousness exists in everything. No matter what you touch, you can feel. You can feel an energy, and with it comes a story. You are here as a beginning, a middle, and an end of an earth body. But that is not your total self. Far from it, far from it. It is a very small story of who you really are. You have many stories that have come from many other worlds, many other planets. In other words, you can see yourself as star people upon this earth, as humans. So it's no coincidence that there is a lot more talk about star people coming through your media, because from the source, ideas and thoughts come from there, not from your brain. Your brain records things. It has a memory, and it helps you to remember about certain things. You can learn also and retain that knowledge. That is good too. But what you really are and where you come from is eternal. And so the knowledge is so large that it would be too much to download into your brain. So don't ever think that you have been punished in some way, that you can only live the life here on this earth and that is it. It is not like that at all. From the source, the consciousness operates from many, many levels. When I say that, I mean many steps, shall we say, of different frequencies and vibrations and energy. Nikola Tesla was sent, and he came to try and help the human to understand. Perhaps a little before his time, but his work is still revered now, and perhaps still not quite understood. But there are different layers of consciousness that exist, even in each individual person. Some are stronger and they can carry a stronger light of knowledge and understanding. And so I think I have said enough for today. I look forward to speaking more, and I do hope you will accept what I have been saying. We send our love, Andromeda Barrow and Alcheringa, and of course our beloved Sri Satya Sai Baba in his consciousness also. Thank you, thank you, thank you everyone. Thank you. God bless.